Guys, how are you? I'm going to talk about fan fiction and why I'm going to write it. It was because of my intuition. My intuition told me to write fan fiction. My intuition never failed me, but my cowardice always did fail me, especially when my fear told me not to listen to my intuition, but the talking head that keep repeating the dumb messages and trying to force me to listen. We all know there are plenty of voices that tell us to buy things, to believe in them, and turn out they are dumb. Right? There's so many of them. In your 20s, probably, you will fail for it so many times because the dumber people are, the louder and more repetitive the message are. And the more repetitive it is, the easier it is for your brain to mistaken it as important. So I know fan fiction somehow is gonna work. I just have to force myself to believe in myself this time. If I always believe in myself, I practice listening to my intuition, I will be so far ahead or get here but with half the time. So I remember when I was on NoFap, NoFap, when I was in abstinence, I would write about weight gain erotica. I would fantasize about a girl in a certain situation who decided to let go. Super hot. All the curve in the right place. Supermodel or something. And then somehow lose all the shape, like let go completely. Maybe a fantasy novel of a hero, like female hero. How do you pronounce it? Defeating the demons of gluttony. But then on her way back, the devilish, creepy king of the empire ambush on the female hero, kidnap her and then inject her with the blood of the demon, of the gluttony of demons, and make her fat. And then there was another universe where I talk about a short, ugly, bad guy who blackmail super hot girl into gaining weight, and just in general, and also other things that turn herself ugly, like make her teeth crooked or whatever, just totally let go, lose her feminine ways, etc. I don't know, maybe when I on NoFap, my hormone affect me to imagine pregnant woman, because what I thought was weight gain fetish is actually a pregnancy fetish. Maybe subconsciously I want to make a baby. That's why when I was NoFap, I write erotica always. Then they're never finished because I never keep up with my NoFap. Whenever I listen to my intuition, I got tall. I got into university with scholarship. I got a good job. I start writing songs and whatever. Every time I listen to my intuition, it's always good. I was talking about my puberty when I decided to swim and play a lot of basketball. I grew so much taller. I never regretted that decision. My intuition always worked for me. But you know what? When I listen to gurus and talking head, or people who are very loud, very repetitive, like I said, it's always get burned at the end. I'm trying to wonder, what am I going to do with my fanfiction? Where is it going? Maybe I want to start some kind of a secular religion with my fanfiction as the Bible. Right? In my fanfiction, I'll create so much different alternative universe. Like what if Elliot Rodger, the mass shooter, changed his way in a different universe, like a parallel universe. He didn't go for that route, killing people, but instead he seduced the girl that rejected him successfully, and then they have some kinky S&M fun, and that would be the novel. And she would totally fall for him and hopelessly fell for this Asperger guy, because Asperger people, they don't know how to vibe with female. I mean, even if you're a female, like Asperger also, yeah. So basically you can read emotion, you cannot express yourself emotionally or through like micro expression. You cannot empathize with people very well, and you empathize but maybe in your own way. So it's different on a different tempo. So that's why Elliot Rodger couldn't get love. But he was so young when he did what he did. Anyways, that's why I decided to write a parallel universe, a different ending for him. And at the same time trying to use that to convey some value, like what if you can change yourself? What if you don't have to be so proud, so egotistic, but actually learn how to please women, huh? Yeah. So drinking sparkling water. So I'm also right about a new order. I'm not gonna call it New World Order or anything, because the conspiracy theorists would dislike this video, just like the psychopath who disliked my last video when I talked about them. Why would anyone dislike my previous video? I was talking about how I battle with psychopath and narcissist. Like, do people have no brain? Somehow, some dumb people must have thought that I was agreeing with the psychopath, or maybe the people who dislike my video was psychopath that I talk about. So in this universe, in my new erotica, I might write about polygamy. Okay, this time explore the possibility of having one wife, many subcontract husband. Like, how the top guys get all the women on Tinder. So to solve that problems, what if the guys who are below, who cannot get a date, if you put the gun to their head, what if we united them together, sign contract, 4 husbands per 1 hot wife? So now we also solve the oversaturation problem of OnlyFans. People who enter OnlyFans, the women who enter your OnlyFans too late, they couldn't find enough soft boy to pay them. But now, instead of those like competition, like the brutal competition on OnlyFans, they get to marry like 4 or 5, 6 soft boy should never look at in real life. But some women have high sex drive. Maybe a penis is a penis, right? So what if we can limit the sex per each husband, right? Each husband get to have 1 sex per month only with the wife, with the community wife. And they get to decide ahead who get to make baby with her. Maybe 1 per husband, or some can have a kid if he decided to shoulder more responsibility of child raising, the mortgage, the house chore. It's a forever contract, right? He has to enter certain. He owe the wife certain amount of cryptocurrency. Right? It's all planned so that everyone is secured. Those who want sex have sex. Those who want baby has baby. Those who want to have financial security have financial security. How about that? And people who don't like my system can do it on their own and see what happens. They can be with the cat. They can be incel, whatever. And oh, by the way, you can have a traditional family as well if you like, or gay relationship, bisexual relationship, however you want in my universe. Well, traditional family have a 50% chance of working. So maybe in my universe, in this fiction, there will be some sort of personality test to help you screen your probability of succeeding at your own ideal family structure to increase everybody odds of happiness. But it's just a recommendation. There's no forcing everybody to do anything in my universe. You can go blind, you can follow your intuition, or you can follow my system's recommendation. Yeah, maybe you're meant to be gay, you just don't know it. Or maybe you are meant to share a wife with several other guys, or you're meant to share your girlfriends with several soft boy husband, and while you continue to be her boyfriend, who knows, right? My algorithm, my system will help you determine it. And the top guys get to continue be the top guys and have a harem of women. No one is gonna shame them. No one is gonna shame the women or the top guys or the beta soft boy. Everybody has a system, because in modern marriage, there are a lot of men who only have one sex per month only because their wife don't love them anyways. Why don't we just plan ahead for that? So that would be my fan fiction. My fan fiction would take place in this utopia. And then I'm going to explore other form of community living. Maybe a bunch of, like I said, a new kind of church. Maybe my listener will gather, and then we will live together in a place where we have some sort of ritual and religious service, and everybody read my fan fiction as the Bible, and then we dance around bonfire. Everybody get to tell me a story before I sleep, because I feel anxious. I like to keep people around who keep me safe, who make me feel safe. The last video I talked about how I want like high IQ people and cosplayer to be my people, and then we get together. No more politics, etc. No more hate. Maybe if enough of my viewer read my fanfiction, we'll become as one, right? And everybody start to understand those values. And of course, there are people who don't agree. Then I can write other topics for them. Each have their own favorite storyline, okay? So just comment below what kind of erotica or fictional idea do you want. I will have a village of people where we will connect together. We will have some sort of a pact that we will be loyal and grateful with one another no matter where we are, all over the world. Maybe through the future version of Zoom, we will always live stream our life to each other. We will be like a virtual village. Maybe we will even live together and then form a new form, like have community wives, community dogs, community husband. For example, the top guy, the top alpha male who have multiple girlfriends, he can subcontract his girlfriend with other sub-husband. Underneath is like a pyramid. But you have to have consent, of course. The alpha male have to agree with that, have to be okay with that. His girlfriend have to be okay and love sex, of course, because she's gonna have multiple husbands. But then she will get financial security, right? And then she get to see the alpha male very often, because only those who agree with her lifestyle will marry her, under her, right? It's like a pyramid. So everybody is happy. And then my religious group will be happy too, because we don't believe in heaven or hell. We believe we are going to create our own heaven. And the number of people is going to limit to maximum maybe 50. Because beyond that, like some psychopath will infiltrate us and then trying to ruin my good time. So okay, just look forward to it. When I finish my fan fiction or erotica, whatever novel, I will let you know. Then you guys can give me feedback. See if you like it. Yeah. Last video I talked about I want a cosplayer in my groups to be my people, but maybe I want people to be my reader, right? Who like my fantasy world. Those are my people. Yeah, I like girls who are like that too. So maybe through that I will find my love. What do you think? Give it a like and subscribe to this video, and I will talk to you next time.